The constable's boots slugged through march mud, his fist hammering your door like a coffin nail. "Witch!" he growls, dragging you into Salem's cold dawn. Your bonnet catches on a splintered fence, tearing as you stumble past jeering children and grim-faced neighbors. Mud clings to your skirts, heavy as the dread in your chest. You remember Goody Proctor's smile when you nursed her son through smallpox. Now she's in the crowd, silent. The meeting house looms, its air thick with candle smoke and hate. Ann Putnam Sr. stands tall, smirking like she's won a prize, her grudge over your family's land, not just that borrowed kettle fueling her glare. Ann Putnam Jr., her wild-eyed daughter, clutches her mother's skirts, muttering of your specter haunting her dreams, her voice as sharp as a blade. Abigail Williams, a twitchy 12-year-old, shrieks, "Your specter pinched me in my dreams." Your specter? You're trembling, hands tied, but your ghost's out dancing, they say. Magistrate John Hathorne leans forward, eyes narrow. "Did you sign Satan's book?" "What? A book? You can't read half the Bible without squinting." The crowd roars. "Witch!" Their voices a tide swallowing over 200 souls. Men, women, even children dragged to this madness. 19 already swinging from ropes. One crushed under stones. Your heart sinks. How did your life, churning butter, dodging sermons, end with a noose waiting? Rewind 6 weeks and it all started with a single stupid mistake. 6 weeks back, you're slogging through Salem, 1692. A village where the air smells of wood smoke and fear. You churn butter till your arms burn, dodge 3-hour-long sermons that drag on like winter and keep your head low. As a woman, smiling's a sin, speaking's a scandal, and living's a tightrope. Smallpox rumors keep folks jumpy, and native raids haunt the woods. The minister's voice booms of Satan's claws, his sermons painting witches behind every door, while whispers of smallpox and ambushes make neighbors see curses in every shadow. Ann Putnam Sr.'s been sour since you kept her kettle too long. Her family's greedy for your land, especially after their crops failed. You offered eggs to make peace, but she snapped. Your eyes flicker like a witch's. Then you made a dumb move. You gave Goody Proctor chamomile tea for her cough. Her cow died the next day, and she swore you hexed it. Hexed? Your chickens fight each other more than they lay eggs. Your black cat, a lazy fluff who naps on your Bible, Satan's throne, they'll claim, trailed you to market. Now it's a familiar, a demon in fur. A neighbor found a rag doll in your yard, a kid's toy, but they call it a witch's puppet to curse Goody Proctor. You try to laugh it off, but whispers spread like fire. Reverend Paris's slave, Tituba, has been spinning wild tales to the girls. Voodoo, spirits, flying. Her Caribbean stories of spirits in flight spark the girls' fevered dreams, turning your tea into a potion in their eyes. You didn't listen, but those stories are a match in Salem's dry grass. Salem catches fire when Cotton Mather, the big-name preacher, thunders about Satan's claws, his sermons sparking panic. Every shadow's a witch, every cough a curse. The village hauls everyone to the meeting house for a witch hunt, and you're front and center. A neighbor points at your freckle, a mark since childhood, and calls it a witch's mark, Satan's brand. You can't sew a straight line, but they find a needle in your fence and swear it's cursed. The magistrate tries a witch cake, rye mixed with Abigail's urine, fed to a dog to sniff out your guilt. The dog yawns, but Abigail collapses, screaming your name. You pray louder than a storm, hoping to blend in, but the minister squints. Too much praying? Suspicious. You bake bread for church to prove you're good. It burns, and they whisper of Satan's loaves. At a prayer meeting, you trip on a pew, and Ann Putnam Sr. hisses. She's possessed. Ann Putnam Jr. stands on a bench, eyes blazing, shouting you led a coven in the woods. Her cries echoed in Andover and Topsfield, where even a 4-year-old, Dorcas Good, is chained as a witch. Abigail wails you cursed her mother's milk, her friends thrashing as if your shadow poisons their breath. You dodge a sermon to catch your breath, but in Salem, missing church is half a confession. The girls twitch, claiming your ghosts attacked them. You slip out, heart racing, but the village is a wolf pack, and you're the deer. The jail is a damp pit, stone walls dripping in mold and misery. Rusted chains cut your wrist, cold as the crowd's hate. You're shackled next to Rebecca Nurse, a grandmother humming psalms, her calm a knife in your heart. Sarah Good spits curses at the guards, her fire fading in the dark. The air's thick with rot and despair, straw crawling with rats. You think of Goody Proctor's son, how you sat by his fevered bed, spooning broth. Now she's testified, swearing your specter hexed her cow. Neighbors you prayed with, fed and laughed with, they cheer your doom. You sink against the wall, chains rattling, and tears come raw and unstoppable. No prayer, no truth, no meek bonnet will save you. Salem's eating its own, and you're the meal. A woman's cough echoes, then stills, her shadow slumped in a corner. The guards don't notice her, but you see her. Another soul lost to the jail's fever, the 5th this month. A woman weeps softly, whispering names of others taken by disease before a trial could steal their breath. The cell's a grave, swallowing the living, and you wonder if your name will join theirs, forgotten in this festering dark. Guards storm in, their lanterns flickering like a bad omen. Name your coven, they bark, offering life for betrayal. Life? In this hole, that's no prize. You whisper, it was just tea for Goody Proctor. They sneer, Satan's brew. Tituba, haunched in a corner, mutters about voodoo, her forced confession, tales of flying in spirits igniting this madness. She meets your eyes, haunted, warning you to stay silent. You're no traitor. You barely know who lives next door. The rats scamper, free in a way you aren't, and you're stuck here, starving and cold. Rebecca's voice, soft but steady, urges you to hold on, but the weight's crushing. Another cow's dead, another kid's dreaming of your specter, and you're Salem's scapegoat, bleeding in chains. The meeting house is a madhouse, candle smoke burning your eyes, the air heavy with sweat and rage. Magistrate John Hathorne lists your crimes. Goody Proctor's dead cow, Abigail's dream pinches, your freckle called a witch's teat. Since you were a kid, that freckle's been there, not Satan's mark. Ann Putnam Jr., the wild-eyed teen, screams you rode a broom and spoiled her porridge. Spoiled porridge. You'd kill for a decent meal, but now Salem's killing you over spoiled oats. Abigail and her friends collapse, wailing. Your specter chokes them. A sneeze sparks cries of cursed air. They try a touch test. If Abigail calms when you touch her, you're guilty. Your shaky hand brushes her. She flops, shrieking Satan's commands. The crowd howls, fed by Cotton Mather's sermons. Ann Putnam Sr. grins. She'll grab your land. Her family eyeing your fields like vultures, as whispers hint Hathorne's kin profits from witch seizures. You cry, I'm innocent. Hathorne snaps, witches lie. It's like shouting at a wall that wants you dead. Tituba's in the shadows, her confession saving her but dooming others. Giles Corey's silence, crushed under stones, echoes in your head. Rebecca Nurse's calm faith haunts you. The verdict hits. Guilty. On Gallows Hill, the hangman tests the ropes, muttering prayers as crows circle above. A guard mutters of a new court, one banning dream visions as evidence, freeing dozens, but not you, not now. The rope's rough, biting your neck. You see your cat in your mind, napping by the hearth you'll never see. Salem's muddy streets sprawl below, the gray sky endless. The crowd chants, witch, but you're quiet, no fight left. A fleeting thought grips you. Confession could spare you, like Tituba. The trapdoor creaks, your breath catches. Then a voice cuts through the din. She's confessed! The rope slackens, your throat burns. The crowd murmurs, confused, their bloodlust stalled. You're alive, but Salem's shadow clings tighter than any noose. Shoved into the street in 1693, you're free. Governor Phipps's ban on spectral evidence has unraveled Salem's lies, leaving witches like you and Tituba as scarred, weary women. No pardon, no apology. Just a broken village turning its back. You touch your neck, the rope's ghost choking you with whispers. Witch. Unclean. Your fields are weeds. Your name poison. In Boston, you hide your face. Every cough draws witch whispers. Ann Putnam Sr. glares as if you cursed her land deal. Neighbors bolt their doors like you're the plague. If you didn't confess, your ghost drifts on Gallows Hill. Your grave lost to time. Wind howling through Salem's wounds. Judge Samuel Sewall weeps in church, sorry for the blood. Sorry. Ask Rebecca Nurse's spirit, or Giles Corey's broken bones. The Putnams took your land. Hathorne grew rich, and Cotton Mather mutters about mistakes. Mistakes? Their trials were a scam. Confessions sparking more arrests. Magistrates building wealth while Salem's scars draw strangers. Their footsteps echoing where you fell. Fear turned friends to foes, and that curse lives on, chasing new witches in new towns. Your story's a warning scratched in history. When fear rules, innocence burns. Somewhere, your cat prowls Salem's fields, plotting revenge. You'd smile if you could.